Yeah, welcome to the video lectures of Java programming codes. So in this particular video, we are going to talk about overloading and overriding. So this is one of the very important topic in Java. So this is the outline of my video. That is, we'll start with lecture outcome. Then we'll see what is method overriding and what is method overloading. And followed by, we'll see some examples on that. Then we'll see some reflections part. Then we'll see some lecture level practice problems. So after the outcome of this particular video, after completing this particular lecture, whenever you are developing the applications, Java applications, you can implement this overriding and overloading concept. So first we'll talk about method overloading. So the method overloading means you can use more than one method with the same name, but they should be different in signature. So signature means either by changing number of arguments or by changing the data type. Okay, so if more than one method have the same name, if those two methods are differing or different in this two situations, you can say these two methods can be overloaded. So this method overloading, we can also call it as compile time polymorphism, static polymorphism, or we can also call it as early binding in Java, right? So in method overloading, compared to parent argument, the highest priority we are going to give to the child argument. So that is why whenever we'll have the same methods in superclass and derived class, if you create object for derived class, whatever the method is there in the derived class, that only is going to be executed. So in the same situation here also, in the method overloading, the highest priority will give to the child argument, then compared to the parent argument. So if you see this example, you can understand how the things will be. So in this particular example, so we have three methods. One is sum with two arguments, and another one is sum with three arguments, and one more sum with two arguments. So if you observe here, the very first sum method is having two arguments of integer type, and second sum method will have three arguments with integer type. So compared to number of arguments, these two methods are overloaded. And if you take this third method, so this third method is also having two arguments. That is, but the return type of this particular argument is double. So that is why these three methods can be overloaded. So in order to execute this in the main method, see here, we are creating object for sum and we are calling sum. Whenever you are passing two arguments, it is going to execute this function definition. When you are passing three, it is going to execute this. When you are passing two of double type, it is going to execute this. Okay, so the main agenda of this method overloading is if you can find the method with some uniqueness, those two methods can be overloaded. And next, one more important topic is method overriding. So here, when we can say the method overriding means if a subclass, if a derived class has the same method as declared in the parent class, in that situation, we'll call it as method overriding in Java. So in what situations we'll use this method overriding means it is used to provide the specific implementation of a method which is already provided by its superclass. So it is a runtime polymorphism, or we can also call it as dynamic dispatch method. So if you want to execute the superclass method, we are going to use the super keyword. So already in the previous session, we talked about super keyword. Okay. So if you want, you just refer that particular video. So what are the rules whenever you are implementing this method overriding concept? So these three rules you have to make remember, that is, the method must have the same name as in the parent class, and the method must have the same parameter as in the parent class. So if a parent class method is having two arguments, so same two arguments we have to mention in the derived class. So 100% there must be an inheritance concept, then only parent class and subclass concept was there. So these are the two lecture level problems. Write a Java program to implement method overriding and method overloading. Right. So further, you can refer this particular textbook and followed by the tutorial sheet. Thank you.